Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. Looks like we're all set up. Let me get the volume all fixed. I haven't done a hand cam stream in a while. I'm getting back used to this. I'm using the wide camera so you guys can see dog toy and you guys can see my legs and my feet, but not completely. I'm gonna be somewhat say so and keep the toes hidden at least, right? Ooh, hello, everybody. I am Aka, aka Aka Fox, Sprite Shapeshifter, Vtuber, something or other. And today I have a very special stream. I'm incredibly excited about this. Um, I am going to be unboxing a graphics card that, while it's not new because it's from 2019, when it launched new, it was $3,000 if I remember correctly. Um, it might have been 2,000. I don't want to be. Hopefully, I'm not clickbaiting, but it was insanely expensive. It was a 2080 card. Um, it was better than any other 2080 card. Well, almost any other 2080 card on the market that I'm aware of. Your avatar appears to be having a seizure. That is true. Because I'm doing hand cam, I can't use my phone to do tracking and use my avatar, so I use my reactive PNG. So he's just a little gremlin boy going crazy. He's having a good old time. Look at him. Look at him. He's having a blast. He's so happy. Anyway, um, so yeah, this 2080 card is like one of the most, from my research, one of the most powerful 2080s that I've seen. It actually clocks comparable to a 3080. So it's a 2080 that runs like a 3080. The drawback is that it takes a lot of power. Like it takes more power than any other 2080 card that I've seen. Um, but I got this card because oh, drink some water. Thank you, I will. I'm drinking some water, Ame. Look, you're right here. You don't need to yell at me. Thank you for the reminder. Um, so I need to get this cable somewhere that it's not going to knock my drink off the table. My next PC build. Like, I know what the aesthetic that I want to go for is, and part of what made me kind of decide on that aesthetic is this card. Um, this card is beautiful. I like it a lot. It is a very, very special edition card. Like I said, it came out in 2019 for either $2,000 or $3,000. I can't remember which. Either way, it was very expensive. Even today, 4 years later, finding it used on eBay, you can find them used on eBay for about $1,200. I found one for $600, used like new condition after doing some research. No cat, but there is a dog. After doing some research, I discovered that as long as a GPU is working, it's fine if it's used. They don't exactly like burn out or anything. They're okay. I mean, as long as you don't burn them out, as long as it hasn't been overclocked. And if it's used like new condition, then it has probably most like 98% has not been overclocked or like modified in any considerable way. So I ordered it. I mean, $600 for what everywhere I had looked, it had been $1,200. I'm glad that I waited. I was gonna buy it like next year when I actually started this PC build, but my current GPU on my computer is not powerful enough to play Starfield, and I want to play Starfield and I want to stream it. So I was like, the stars have aligned literally. Starfield came out. The GPU that I normally find for $1,200, I found for $600. So I did it. I pulled the trigger. I ordered it, and it came in like 10 days sooner than I was expecting. It was 7 to 14 business days, and it came in like 5 business days. It's fantastic. So it's here. I'm excited. I couldn't work all day because I was just thinking about getting home and opening it. And as soon as I was eating dinner, and the UPS man came. And oh wait, am I doxing myself? Um, Yep. This game. Okay, I'm just like making sure this isn't something that I forgot that I ordered or something. I'm gonna put it this way so I don't dox myself. What was I saying? Yeah, I was like eating dinner, and then I saw the UPS man. He was there, and I was like, I'm done with dinner. It's like, I'm done with dinner. I'm going live. I'm going live right now. So I guess without further ado, let's get to unboxing this. I want to do it nice and slow. Just savor the moment, you know? So, how are you, Kitsune? How are you doing? How was your Monday? I also have news to talk about at some point with my friend who I've been like struggling with being blocked and unblocked and all that. Talked about it a lot yesterday because I don't know, it was really bothering me, and then eventually they reached out and messaged me again, and I wasn't sure if they were going to block me. Oh, first they did block me. They messaged me again, and then they blocked me. And then I posted in the Discord that me and that friend are both in. Not at them, but referencing their message, because they used a word that I didn't recognize. And so I asked people in that Discord, I was like, what does this word mean? And I can't remember what caused it, but at some point later, like hours into my stream, they unblocked me and messaged me again. And then this time I was like, well, maybe they left me unblocked because their previous message was the longest message they sent, and it was like the least angry. It was like the most seemingly like nice message. So I was like, maybe we're close to like being unblocked and actually talking about what's been bothering us. And yeah, so the second time they did leave me unblocked. And I didn't like want to launch into anything like right there, but I was like, I might not get much of another chance to talk to them. So we talked, and it wasn't good at first. At first it was very like, they were just talking because they wanted to like have a final goodbye and be like, no, we're not going to be friends and all of that. And I get it, but it was hard. So we just kind of kept the conversation going, and it did come around to being okay. It's not clear that they still want to be friends. They haven't committed to saying that they want to rebuild the friendship or anything, but they still haven't unblocked me. We had a good conversation last night. We had a good phone call even. Um, Again, it wasn't like a let's fix everything, let's mend everything. It was just like a let's not be toxic, I guess. There's nothing agreed to, but it was good. Excuse me. And so I feel a lot better on that front. So that's improving my mood a lot. Oh, let's see. Okay. See, that's interesting. I was wondering if it was going to be still in the original box. It is not still in the original box, which is unfortunate. But as long as it still has all of the accessories. Actually, I don't know what I think it had a. I think it originally had a like a support bar. Yeah, we'll see. Not entirely happy about it not being in the original box. Use like new, to me, means that it should be in the original box. Even if the original box is opened. But I get it. Somebody probably came in and sold this used to the store and didn't have the box. They just walked in with a GPU. The store probably tested it. Okay, well at least it's in a bag. It's in a magnetic bag, so that's good. Or a static bag. Oh, there must be some kind of smell because the dog's coming by to check it out. I can't quite smell it. Okay, out of the bubble wrap. Ooh. Still in its static bag. Why does she want? She wants the packing balloons. Here, you play with that. She's gonna bite it and it's gonna pop. What is this? Is this just like the little like instruction manual? Little specs manual thing. And I say, by the way, I say in my title that this is a rare GPU because, like I said, it came out 2019. Even then, it was kind of a high-end model. It was kind of something that not everybody could afford, or would get even, because they had moved on to 30 series by then. And so it's like I said, it's kind of hard to find. I've only been able to find a few of them used, and they were all like around 1,200. There it is. That is the MSI 2080 Ti Lightning Z. They didn't list it as a Lightning Z. They listed it as just a Lightning, which makes me think they don't know what they have. The difference between a Lightning and a Lightning Z is not that much. Essentially, a Lightning Z comes pre-overclocked, and you don't get a lot. You literally get like the overclocking. This thing's already a beast. Overclocking it gives you a few more frames. Most people generally online say that it's not worth it to overclock, but like. This is the most powerful version of this card. It's maybe only a few frames faster than the non-Z version, but I like that it's the Z version. This is a heavy ass card. Let me tell you some things about this card. First of all, the RGB is only in these two fans, and then it's not diffused. It's not diffused RGB because obviously like the fans, nothing about this can diffuse it, so it's just like spots of light. And I feel like some people who are into RGB would probably prefer a diffused look. Maybe, I don't know. I like the spots. I think it looks very nice with the dots of RGB around each fan. This also has, let me talk about this. So this has, apparently we're just playing the same song over and over again. Come on. I like the song, but can we get to another song, please? Thank you, but I don't want that one. Oh, I'm not on shuffle. That's what it's doing. Okay. So, this is gonna be somewhat difficult to show. But let me talk about one of the features why I first liked this. So before I get to that, I've been enamored for a little while with Thunderbolt ports. You typically see them on laptops, and they allow you to I just realized, I just smelled it. The dog pooped in the other room. Give me a second. I'm going to BRB, and we're going to come back. We're going to come back after I clean up the frickin' dog poop, all right? I'll be back. Okay, hello, I am back. It is I. So, let me go back. I don't actually have a hotkey to get back to the hand cam. So, Thunderbolt ports. I've been enamored with them since finding out that my monitor, it has a USB-C port that technically is not a full Thunderbolt port, but it can do a lot of the things a Thunderbolt port can. And it was in looking into that USB-C and the things that it can do that I like started to learn about exactly what a Thunderbolt cable, a Thunderbolt port can do. So it can carry enough data for two 4K monitors. I think two 4K. It might be two 1080p. Either way, I don't have a 4K monitor, but one Thunderbolt 4 port can carry enough data and power for two 1080p or 4K. I think 4K monitors. Like up to like 6 peripherals, keyboard, mouse, anything like that. What else? Audio for headphones, microphone, all of that. I can't remember what else, but essentially, they're intended to be used on laptops. You can plug your laptop into a hub that has all your like office peripherals, and you can just with one cord plug it into your laptop, and then you're good to go. You don't usually see them on desktops. And at first I was like, why? That's such a cool feature. I could have, rather than this nest of cables coming out of the back of my PC, I can have one. I can have one cable coming from my PC to my monitor and then just plug everything into my monitor. So I started looking into monitors that have Thunderbolt ports that can basically serve as a hub for my whole PC. I realized why they kind of don't do it, because if you have one cable coming out of your PC and into your monitor, then you still need a bunch of cables going into your monitor. It's just rather than going into your PC, they're going into your monitor. J-Dog, hello. This is my reactive PNG for when I do hand cam stuff, which I haven't done in a while. I was unboxing this beast, and because I was impatient and didn't milk it for content, I've already unboxed it. But now I'm talking about why this is special, why this is actually a very rare graphics card and a very awesome graphics card that I'm super excited about. So, to get to that, I had to talk about Thunderbolt. And Kitsune, at some point I'll bring Belle over. She's laying down right now, but at some point we'll bring Belle over. So I've been super excited about USB Thunderbolt, and I'm like, okay, my next build I want to incorporate those. And I looked into it, and there are some motherboards that have Thunderbolt ports. And the way that they work is the motherboard has a Thunderbolt port. It's not normal. Normally, if you want Thunderbolt ports on your PC, you have to buy a card that plugs into one of your PCIe slots, because it uses a lot of power and it transfers a lot of data. But some motherboards have them innately on the board. What they do is they can handle all the power and data for your peripherals. Then to get the display data for your monitors, you have a cable that comes out of the back of your GPU and plugs into your motherboard. So it literally just, if this is the back of your PC, the cord just comes out of the GPU and then back into the motherboard. And it's a DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort cable. And I found one that I liked. I like the aesthetic, the look of it, and the power of it and everything. And that is the MSI Meg 690 Ace, if I remember correctly. Meg 690 Ace. And so then in the course of like building, I eventually came across this graphics card, which is a really powerful 2080. It has the Meg 620 Ace is also black and gold. It actually has gold leaf on the motherboard, I believe. Like the MSI logo, I think, has gold leaf on it. And that's like a $400 or $500 motherboard. But in the course of looking, I was just looking at like unique GPUs. I found this one, and it's by MSI, so it matches in brand. It's gold and black, so it matches in color. And interestingly enough, right here, it has a Thunderbolt port on it innately. I'm super curious about that because the motherboard that I'm going to get, that's true, Amelia can't breathe. The motherboard that I'm going to get, so it has 3 DisplayPort, 1 HDMI, and 1 USB-C Thunderbolt 3, if I remember correctly. The motherboard that I'm going to get is going to take mini DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort out from here and out from here, and then into the motherboard, and then I'll USB-C out from that. But now I have an extra USB-C. This USB-C probably will only carry display data. It won't carry peripheral data because, like, if I have my mouse and keyboard plugged into whatever this Thunderbolt cable goes to, it'll just feed into the graphics card, and the graphics card does not know what to do with mouse and keyboard data, but it will do display. So I don't know. I don't have a clear idea on how I want to utilize that, but I have not seen any other GPUs that have a Thunderbolt port innately on the board. So that's really, really interesting. The front has the black and gold design. This little design here, that's because the backplate on this has a very similar design because it's carbon fiber. It's a carbon fiber backplate. Carbon fiber does not particularly help with anything. Having carbon fiber on the back does not improve this card in any way, but it's nice. This is RGB as well. These Thunderbolts over here are RGB. I mentioned earlier the RGB lights are just on the 2 outer fans, and they're just dots. They're not diffused, which I think is interesting and cool. Ashen, hello, carbon fiber. Yeah, right. And I like having it there too because I hate handling graphics cards that have an exposed backplate or have an exposed back PCB because I hate touching it. Like, I feel like I'm going to break it even though I know that it's okay. So having this carbon fiber here is nice. People have said, if anything, this carbon fiber plate actually just inhibits heat dissipation off. They say that it helps because the carbon fiber will heat up and it'll dissipate the heat. But it's like, yeah, but then the fans are over here. There's no airflow getting to the back of this GPU. So this plate doesn't dissipate. The heat spreads out on this plate and then stays right here. And I can say this card does generate a lot of heat because this card uses 24. It uses 3 8-pins. You don't have to use all 3. I saw on forums people say that it'll run fine with just 2 of them plugged in. But you have to like hard limit, you don't want it to try to max out. So you have to like hard limit the voltage on it if you don't do all 3. And like I was explaining earlier, this is actually the Lightning Z. They didn't list it at a Lightning Z, and I don't know if they didn't realize that they had a Lightning Z. The Lightning Z is basically comes stock overclocked. The Lightning, without the Z, is a slightly slower card, just by a few frames when you're talking about benchmarks. It's not really noticeable, but I like having the better one. So that said, I'm going to be using all 24 pins for power. My PSU is already good enough for it. Now, another feature about this card that just made me love it even more, like I could have stopped there and I would already be like, this is the GPU that I want for my next build. And this is a GPU that I'm going to hold in my heart for many, many years because I haven't seen many like it. Another small feature, it has a small LCD on the side. It is small. There are GPUs with bigger ones, but they feel gimmicky. They're by like off-brand GPU manufacturers, and they'll have like a nice big LCD, but it's like, what brand is this? This is MSI putting an LCD on their GPU, and to my knowledge, this is the only GPU they've made with it. Hopefully, I'm not doxing myself in the reflection. It is small, but that's fine. I think it's tasteful being small. I don't need a big old LCD on there. I'm gonna put a big old LCD on my heatsink for my CPU, and that's plenty. And then also, this one is basically black and white. It's like slightly off colored, but it's basically a black and it's like a grayscale LCD. But you can upload your own custom GIFs and things for that to display. Obviously, the intent is for it to display like core temperatures and stuff, and like how much you're utilizing your CPU. But I'm just gonna put like cool animations on it. I don't know what yet, but something that's gonna be within the theme of the build. I'm gonna put on there. So that's that. I haven't been. Oh man, I haven't been reading chat very much. I'm sorry. Let's see. Wait, no holiday 9/11? Nope, no holiday 9/11. Just a day of remembrance. I had to make one 9/11 joke. I'm sorry. That one was tame. I've heard worse. Gilbert Godfrey made worse 9/11 jokes a week after 9/11. How goes the city boy? Pretty freaking good. I was excited about this. I explained this again. I'm going to repeat myself probably 10 times through this stream because this is really the extent of the stream is just looking at this beautiful thing and touching it. Because I'm so fucking happy. I have eyeballed this GPU for months. I have ranted about how perfect it is for my intended build. And typically, it came out in 2019, and it was either $2,000 or $3,000, so I might be clickbaiting in my title. Can't remember. Either way, it was a very expensive 2080 card in 2019. And even now... No, ad, we're going to snooze. Come back later. It only snoozes for 5 minutes. Anyway. Even now, used, you can find these for $1,200. This one I was able to find for $600, and I found it at a time when I was wanting to play Starfield and realizing that my current GPU cannot handle it. So while this is for my next PC build, I'm going to put it in my current PC so that I can play Starfield, and because I love it. Everything about it. The golden black is going to match with the rest of the build. The motherboard is also golden black. It's also, I'm going all MSI this time. Last time I went mostly Asus. I went Asus Corsair last time. I really liked that. It was an all-white build, Asus Corsair. I'm going a lot of MSI parts this time. Damn, I know nothing about PC parts. Yeah. Just know that like 3080 30 series cards, 3070, 3080, and 3090 are basically like if you have one of those, you're fine. You can play every game out now with pretty high graphics, right? This may be a 2080, but because it's like a cream of the crop 2080, it actually benchmarks comparable to a 3080. The 3080 is slightly better than this, but you can basically say that this performs as a 3080 would. This just runs hotter and uses a lot more power than a 3080. Looks like the entire fan squad is here. Yeah. And literally, because we got fans on this. It looks cool, but I want a fucking lightsaber. Hell yeah. Nightbot, you like the stream. Where is Nightbot? It's up there. Yeah. Nightbot's always here. My Nightbot is set up, though, to not even post unless people are in chat. So the only reason that Nightbot is posting my card link is because you guys are here talking. Yeah, it's a beautiful card. It does have... So it is from a bygone era. It does have SLI support. There's a little cover on the SLI. I'm just going to leave it on, but there's the SLI... the SLI... Not port, what would you call it? The SLI connector right there. So hypothetically, if I wanted to run two graphics cards linked, I could. I thought that this came with a brace. In fact, I'm pretty sure that it came with a brace because this is hella heavy. As crazy as it seems, I might just like jerry rig my own brace because I'm going to be putting this in my PC tonight just to boot it up and make sure that it posts. It looks like it does still have the tamper-proof sticker, so the card at least wasn't opened up. The only question is, like, was this overclocked all to hell and burnt out? It looks fine. It looks very, very clean. Even the inside doesn't appear to have any dust in the grill, the slats, the radiator, I guess. There doesn't seem to be any dust anywhere on it. I don't see any like scratches or. It seems like it was really well taken care of. So I mean, it was used like new. I'm a little disappointed that it didn't come in the box. I think the box is very pretty for this thing as well. The presentation, like MSI knew what they were producing with this card. They were like, let's make it fucking beautiful. So like the box, the presentation is really nice. Came with an inspection report. Yeah, see on their inspection report, they say that it is a 2080 Ti Lightning. It does not say Lightning Z. But I looked up the serial number on it, and it is a Lightning Z. Again, nothing physically would look any different. It just basically comes pre-overclocked. No appearance defects, pass. Gold fingers, pass. Cooling fans, pass. Pass power on self-test, yes. So it does power on. HDMI ports pass. DP ports pass, so all the ports work. DVI ports, there are none. No obvious coil whine. Yes, no obvious coil whine, so it doesn't make any weird squeaking or anything. Full load operating temperature, so maxed out is 65 degrees to 75 degrees Celsius, which is expected. It has a 6-month warranty from the seller, which is nice considering that it's used. It is actually nice to get a warranty on a used part. And it wasn't bought. I didn't buy it through Amazon or on eBay. I bought it from the company's website, which can be risky because if you haven't heard of the company and you buy it from their website, then you don't have any warranty, any guarantee from Amazon or anything. But send now. My first purchase with Send Now. I think they're based out of China, which makes me hesitate. But I wasn't going to pass up a $1,200 card for $600, especially because they said that if I get this and plug it in and it does not work, I can return it and get a full refund. They said up to 6 months. I can return it up to 6 months and get a full refund. And I was like, I'm fucking doing it. That's a $1,200 card that I'm getting for $600. Well, originally like a $2,000 or $3,000 card that I'm getting for $600. Again, it's 4 years old, but I'm upgrading from a 1070 to a 2080. I'm upgrading from a 1070 that sometimes lags when I'm streaming Minecraft to a 2080 that can run Cyberpunk on max settings. It should be able to run Starfield on max settings. Streaming, I'll probably want to lower the settings, but should be good. I'm also wondering if I should like SLI, if I should run both graphic. No, I don't. My power supply is good, but it's not good enough. This thing, they recommend a 650 watt power supply for just this. I have a 750, but if I tried to use my current graphics card and this one, I don't think that my PSU can handle it. The glove made me think you had to have tattoos. I do have tattoos. That's why I wear the gloves. They're identifying tattoos. Nightbot, can you go collect the oil so the Americans can raid you? No, here's an interesting fight. Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Batman. That would be interesting for sure. Oh, I hurt my knee. Okay. I probably didn't need to use the wide angle because it's like way zoomed out. Let's see if I can on the fly change the camera angle. This. Okay, I'm going to change the video source. It's possible that this will go to my face. Back cam. There we go. I did it! Let's see. Just trying to understand the tech stuff. The tech stuff this is cool. I don't know if you were here earlier, but in addition to it color matching my next build, which is going to be primarily black and gold, it also matches by brand. It's MSI. It also matches by theme because I'm going to be using Thunderbolt 4 cables from my PCU to my monitors and then all my peripherals plugged in. Well, actually, I'm going to Lightning Bolt 4 to a hub, to a Razer Thunderbolt hub. And then from that can be my monitors, my peripherals, all of that. This thing has a Thunderbolt port. I don't know what I'll be using it for because a Thunderbolt port into the GPU, that will only carry visual signal. I can't plug whatever that plugs into, can't handle like a mouse and keyboard and stuff, but it can handle monitors. I'm just glad to have it because there are not GPUs with Thunderbolt ports on them. They just don't really exist. So I'm like, it makes my creativity go crazy. And then yeah, the little The little screen, again, this is something that you don't see too often. And when you do see it, it's sometimes gimmicky. Sometimes it's huge. Sometimes it's color, which is great. But I love that this is kind of low profile. It's just a little touch, you know? The carbon fiber on the back, the way the RGB is. This is literally my dream GPU. And I got it for half of what it's going for. Amelia Watson color scheme. Hell yeah. She's more like gold and brown and stuff, and not really a lot of black, but I do like the gold. There was times when I was like mentally building this thing that I was thinking about, like I was like, is it too gaudy being like having all this gold on it and stuff? Ad break in progress. Maybe some of you can't even hear me right now. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna like stretch and hydrate. Dragon, yeah, exactly. Actually, fun fact. I'm going to wait about that. Hold that comment. Hang out right here for this ad, Kitsune, if you can hear me. If you can't hear me and you are in the ad, then I hope that you're still here when you get out, because that gives me something to talk about, actually. Don't mind me. I'm just hydrating. Because I'm like super excited. I'm like jittery. Like my hand's shaking. I can't stand still. I'm like rocking back and forth. Huge shit-eating grin on my face. Just, oh, man. When I say I'm invincible, it ends up giving me an ad. Yeah. Those bastards. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I need more light over my hand cam setup. It looks pretty light on stream, but it's pretty dim like when I'm trying to look. I can't see very well. Like everything else is all brighter than this area right here. Okay, you guys should be back. Come on, evade the ad like that, evading shot. Yeah. No, you said, Kitsune, you mentioned Dragon, which reminded me. Another very interesting thing that I'm excited about. It satisfies like my OCD or something. So the MSI Meg line. Well, MSI uses like a dragon as their mascot, and then the Meg. I think Meg might be short for like Megalodon, like the big ass shark. They have a Meg line of products that's like really high end, really good shit. But it reminds me of like a monster, like a Megalodon. So then this is lightning. There was something else. The RAM that I want to get is the G-Skill Trident Royal, which is actually like gold and has a almost gemstone looking diffused RGB strip on the top. There's something else about my build that's dragon related, and it made me think. I have like a lightning card, I have Megalodon, I have a like a dragon thing, and it made me think of King Ghidorah from like the Godzilla franchise. King Ghidorah, the three-headed lightning dragon that's like golden. And I'm like, man, my PC is going to be like Ghidorah. This three-headed golden lightning dragon. And then, like 3 fans. There's a lot going for it. Dark humor makes me smile. I'm glad somebody smiles at it. I'm constantly having to hover over the ban button. I'm just kidding, Jay. I'm just kidding. I won't ban you. Not yet. I won't ban you. Yeah, there's just a lot. The case that I'm gonna go with is the Fractal Design North. Let me see if I can throw up an image. I might have an image of it somewhere saved. Where's my file explorer? What the heck? What is? Oh, there it is. That took forever. PC build? Do I have a PC build? Oh, I was like, why do I have a gaming folder? It literally just gaming? I'm like, what the heck? Screenshots. Probably screenshotted it. There's some keyboards. Oh, okay. Here's a lot of stuff. Okay. Let me go to screen share. Hopefully I'm not sharing anything that's going to be too sus. So, let's see. Where'd it go? I'm just sharing my image folders all willy-nilly, hoping that I don't get banned. I shouldn't have anything in here. Let's see. Where did it go? Okay, so first of all, here, this is what I'm talking about with like there are GPUs that have screens, but they seem gimmickier and they're from like companies that you never heard of. This looks cool and everything, but this fucking company, I've never heard of this company. I've never heard of this line of GPUs. So while this looks really cool, I'm like, is this all a gimmick? Is this all gonna break? Is this GPU gonna fry on me? You know? And this also doesn't have a lot of features. Like this seems really flashy, but is this all flash? You know? Can we please have metal music? We're shuffling everything. If metal music comes up, metal music comes up. But yeah, that. So I looked into like a few GPUs from that company. They have some cool stuff, but I've never heard of them. Is it? Wait, is this it? Is this the lightning? It looks like it, but no, this is a different one. So this is one of the few other GPUs that I found that have like a black gold color scheme. But this is a 2080 Ti, but this is like still $3,000 because there were only 1,000 of these produced. So like, yeah, you just actually can't get this, but it does look so cool. Here's another GPU that has gold on it, but this is a Titan V, which stands for Volta, Titan Volta. This is like a $3,000 graphics card, and these graphics cards are good for like AI learning. Like they can run video games, but they have a different architecture that makes them good for like they're scientific graphics cards. They're not really for gaming. Here's the motherboard that I'm gonna use that pairs really nicely with this card. Oh, I just realized that on this screen it's not my reactive, so you see these two. Yeah, this is the motherboard. This is the Meg. There's like gold leaf on this and stuff. Here's the two. Oh, whoops. These are the two. Sorry, it's pixelated. These are the two Thunderbolt ports. These are the mini DisplayPort ins. Clean card, and it matches so nicely. Where's the case though? Oh, okay. Here's the case. Well, let's see. Here's the graphics card with the RGB on. So you can see, wow, that's a really dark picture for some reason. But you can see how it's kind of like spots. It doesn't diffuse across the whole fan blades. It just like lights, like spotlights. I really like that look. I think that looks great. Do I have a picture of the case somewhere? I mean, these are pictures of the case where people are building with wood, because my idea was that I was going to do a wood build with like a lot of wooden fixtures and stuff. I do not see it. I do not see it. Here's the desk that I'm going to get too. Okay, your VTuber became one of those statues from Doctor Who. We can't let them ruin Lilo and Stitch. Wait, they're gonna ruin Lilo and Stitch? This is the desk that I'm gonna get probably next year sometime when my finances are really stable. It's quite expensive, but it's very big and I like that. It doesn't have much for as much like storage and stuff as it has underneath and all this stuff that's nice. There's not a lot of storage going on top, but like I've found the perfect monitor shelf to use that creates a lot of storage and a lot of organization. Found good cable management trays and stuff for underneath the desk. Yeah, this is gonna be. I'm very excited about this desk as well. I do not know why I don't have any pictures of the case. I've also been looking at keycaps for the keyboard, wooden keycaps to match with the whole aesthetic. See, we can't see too well on either of these, but I do like the idea of the wood stuff. Live action Stitch could be a horror movie. I thought I saw a screenshot that looked like live action Lilo and Stitch, but I didn't want to Google it because I was like, this is probably a troll. This is probably like a picture somebody took and then they CGI'd a little like Stitch character in there just to like April Fool's people or something. But yeah, this is I can't remember the brand, but this brand makes like oak, like dark oak fixtures for like CPU water block and like custom loops. I'm not yet talented enough where I feel like I can do custom loops. Oh, here's a picture. I took a screenshot from YouTube, but here's a picture of the case that I'm gonna get. This one. These are the slats on the front are real wood, and they are black walnut. Thing's just clean all the way around. The little feet on the bottom, you can see them here in the white version, but in the black version they're brass. In the white version they're silver. So it's like gold, basically. It looks gold on the black one. Got wood, Fractal North. Yeah. So that's it. That's the baby. This is my child. I will always treasure this graphics card just because it's such a gem to have found. Something that I never expected to find, and it's so perfect in every way. And I'm going to use this, and if one day this graphics card ever gives up the ghost and dies on me, I'm literally going to hang this on my wall because it's so pretty, and I am so in love with this card in every way. MSI has not done another Lightning Series card. They did a 1080 Lightning that doesn't look nearly as good and isn't nearly as powerful, of course. And then this was an anniversary. Doing a 2080 Lightning was an anniversary thing. For the anniversary of the 1080 Lightning, they released a 2080 Lightning, and then they haven't done another Lightning since. Of course, it's only been 4 years, so maybe we'll get a anniversary 4080 Lightning. Well, more likely they'll do a 3080, because they always do, like, when the new cards come out. So, like, when the 30 series cards came out, they made this 2080. They made this really powerful 2080. So it's like once the next generation comes out, they go back and say, okay, now let's make the most powerful possible previous generation card. One that stands up to the current generation cards. And we're going to call it Lightning. It's going to be great. At least that's what they did with this. So maybe, hopefully they'll do it again. Now it's a family heirloom. It really is, dude. It really is. I'm probably going to... I hate to end stream, but I'm probably going to end stream because I have to, like, undo. I'm all set up for hand cam stuff, and I need to undo it. That's another thing about that desk, is I'll have a permanent hand cam station that I won't have to, like, take apart and all that. I can just permanently have a hand cam set up over on the side. And that will work for Music Mondays, too, when I get back to it, because I'm going to get a MIDI keyboard, and I can put that over on the hand cam area. And so when I'm working on... when I'm working on writing music, then if I ever go over there and play some piano, you guys can see my hands on the piano. That'll be nice. I got big plans. We got big plans. Quick update to those who were here yesterday. J-Dog, I know you were here. I don't know who else was lurking. But I had some difficulties. I've been struggling with a friend who we've kind of fallen on rough times, so to speak. And... They've been back and forth blocking and unblocking me. Typically unblocking me to send me some shit that feels really mean, and then reblocking me so I can't respond back, which is very frustrating and just kind of like mentally wearing me down and like breaking me. But me and this person exist in a lot of the same spheres, so we're in some of the same Discord servers. So in a very petty way, I would sometimes comment on the situation in shared servers in ways that shined a negative light on this person. But yesterday they messaged me, they DM'd me. I can't remember what caused them to DM me, but wait. It shall be passed down for generations. Brandish's rushing knife. It's a little broken, but still good. Yeah, still good. Kinky. Okay. So they messaged me, and at first it wasn't great. They were basically messaging me, and they were just like, look, we got to stop all this. I don't want to be your friend. I don't really want to talk to you anymore. Just leave me alone. Which was pretty disheartening and difficult to hear. Yeah, I kind of went through it. I cried a little bit on stream, and, you know, it was rough. It made it probably not an enjoyable stream, but me and that friend did continue to, like, message for a while after I ended my stream. It was still kind of like touch and go. It felt like at any minute they could just be like, you know what, no, I'm fucking done, and just block me again. You know, they have all the power in that instance. But somehow the conversations turned kind of okay-ish. Not great, not like We're not sitting here like, oh, we're going to be friends again. We're going to fix all this. I still want to, but they are content not being friends, and they've made that clear. They're like, I don't have any interest in being your friend anymore. And yet we did continue to message. And then we even had a phone call last night and talked for a good long time and had some laughs. It felt, for the first time in a long time, it felt like old times. We laughed and we joked about stuff. There was a little stretch during the phone call where they were starting down that path again of like, I'm tired of this bullshit. Why are we even still here? We're just going to fucking fight again and be at each other's throats and literally want to kill each other again. But then we kind of steered back to just like being like, man, no, fuck all that. Like, let's just laugh and have a good time, because we get along so well when we're getting along. And we ended on a decently positive note. They did not reblock me today, and we were messaging today. Maybe a little bit too much, because I get that way. I get needy. I get like, now that I'm not blocked, I'm now like talking to them probably too much. But it is really, really nice to have them back in my life, and there is part of my brain that just wants to speed run back to like full health. The stream broke. Is it still broke? I mean, it might just look frozen because nothing's going on. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. So while it's still a tense situation, I still have a lot of anxiety because, like I said, I still feel like they could just block me. They could just decide, like, you know what? No, never mind. Fuck you. And just block me. I'm not blocked yet, you know, and we talked today, and I'll see if they're interested in having another phone call tonight, because I feel like more communication is the path to healing all of this and to making everything less toxic. But I don't know. I've never been through this before. Well, I bet I went through this before and lost my friend. That happened a year ago. Went through this kind of stuff and lost my friend, and it's not been the same with them since. But in this friendship, I'm like, no, I'm not going to lose this one. I'm not going that same direction. I did this last year, and it was terrible, and I hated it, and I had to make new friends to replace the friends that I lost. Relatable, my parents put a recorder in my room. Yeah, the betrayal of trust, yeah. There's a live-action Lilo and Stitch movie being made. Yeah, I saw. I don't know. I'm optimistic about it. But yeah, that's the update on my situation with my friend. Hopefully it'll be okay. Komodo Geo, you are not a replacement, my friend. You were a friend of mine. Actually, you were a friend of mine long after my fallout from last year. I had the fallout from last year. I made new friends. Mostly, honestly, when I lost my friend last year, I started being a lot more friendly to the other mods on False's team. To Dan and Jacato, Airshow to a lesser extent, Nvidia, big time. Started being a better friend to all of them. Started messaging with like Yume more, Ein. And then it was sometime after that, I feel like, that me and you, Komodo, started to get really friendly. Phantasm, ayo! How you doing? You guys coming in late like this are perfect, because you're letting me stretch for way more content. This is my baby. This is, for those who were already here, I'm sorry, I'm going to start repeating myself. By all means, if you don't want to hear me rant about this thing, you should definitely leave. But for the new people, let me fucking tell you about this card, man. This is a 2080 Ti Lightning Z from MSI. It came out in 2019 and was either $2,000 or $3,000, I forget, but it was tremendously expensive. Currently, these cards from 2019 run $1,200 used. It's a 2080 card. Get that. It's a 2080, 4 years old, used, $1,200. That's the going rate. You can get a 3080 for less than $1,200. You can get a 4080 for like $1,400, I think. Literally, I could get a 4080 for the price of this, but hear me out. This matches the aesthetic of my next build to a T. This has a lot of features that just work so perfectly, have perfect synchronicity, that like technically I could spend the similar amount of money and get a much more powerful card, but I'm not trying to build the PC to end all PCs. I'm trying to build a very beautiful PC that I can be proud of, that is a work of art on its own, you know? I could get a new laptop with that money? Yeah. So the gold and black matches the aesthetic of the build. The motherboard that I'm going to get is a MSI Meg 690 Ace, which has a lot of gold and black. I had a picture of it up earlier, but um, the reason that I want that motherboard, because I've decided to go with MSI first of all, and it's a powerful MSI board. The gold and black looks amazing. There's not a lot of RGB on there, but there is some. And it has two Thunderbolt 4 ports on the motherboard. Normally, Thunderbolt ports are not on PCs. They're from like laptops to hubs, you know. And then in your hub, you plug in like your monitors and your peripherals and all that. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of reason to put Thunderbolt ports on a PC. It already has all the ports you need on the back, but I like the idea of cleaning up all the cables on the back. If I can have one or two Thunderbolt cables coming out of the back of my PC to hubs somewhere hidden on my desk or under my desk, and then plug everything into that, I will have a PC that has a power cord going in and two Thunderbolt cables coming out, and that's it. Three things plugged into my tower. You can put that PC on your desk and it will look clean because it just has three plugs coming out, three cables coming out of it. Clean. I kid you not about Phantasm. That is borderline spam. No, he's fine. Phantasm's fine. It's fine. Please do spam more. As long as you're not, if you just take the same three emotes and then spam it a million times in chat and clear all chat and I can't read anything, then that sucks. But just a brick wall of emotes is fine. A PC that will make a great a graphic designer get hard. Yeah. Meanwhile, my laptop has two USB ports. Oof, I feel that. See, that's okay. That's an okay amount of spam, especially because I know that you're just messing around. So yeah, I want to use Thunderbolt ports on my new PC. That motherboard has it. This graphics card matches both brand-wise and style, and this graphics card has a Thunderbolt port. It has three display ports, an HDMI, and a Thunderbolt 3 port. I don't have plans to use it because it will only carry video signal. It won't be able to carry peripheral signal back because the GPU won't know what to do if it has keyboard data coming into it. I don't think anyway. We'll have to see exactly what this thing can do. But I like that it has it because it makes like my creative mind start going, like thinking about stuff. Then the back plate is carbon fiber, which people say doesn't actually. MSI says that the carbon fiber backplate helps with heat distribution. It doesn't really. The plate gets hot, is what they're saying. The heat doesn't really come off the plate. The plate gets hot, and now all the heat is on the back of the card. It's still there though. People are like, it's not really. It doesn't really add any cooling to the thing, but it looks nice and it lets you touch the card on the back and not be touching the PCB everywhere. Bruh. Very active chat tonight. Yeah. And then the last thing that I love about this card is it has a little LCD screen here on the side. Not too big, nice and small, just a nice little feature. It's just like black and white basically, or like grayscale. It can do little GIFs. It can display PC temps, all of that. Anyway, just dropped by to see what all the hubbub was about. I'm gonna go bug false. All right, take care, Phantasm. I'm glad to see you come by. Hopefully, if you appreciate GPUs, hopefully you saw this and are like, damn, that is pretty. Because I'm super proud of it. Thank you for the follow, Phantasm. Much appreciated. Say hi to False. Well, I was gonna say hi to False for me, but I was in there earlier, so. I slowly saving up to write a song. Nice. Ooh. So yeah, that's it. I think I was disappointed because it didn't come in the original box. Did not come in the original box. I feel like there's stuff missing because I think that this normally came with a support bracket. This does not have a support bracket, and it's much too heavy to hold up on its own. But I'm going to make a little makeshift support bracket because I'm going to plug it into my current PC so that I can play Starfield. Oh, it feels so good. The fans, the like magnetic brackets on these fans feel so springy and good. I'm literally in love with this card. Okay. I'm going to go. Sorry for the short stream. Normally Monday would be a full-ass stream, but I'm going to go. I'm going to undo all my hand cam stuff, turn off my PC, plug this thing. Well, first build a little support bracket that I'm confident will hold up without breaking anything in my PC. plug this bad boy in. And what exactly is VIP for life? So a person can become a VIP in the channel where they get a little, what do you get? You get a little heart or a crown. What do you get? The crown is prime. Is the heart VIP? You get a little heart badge next to your name that says that you're channel VIP. Channel VIPs get to bypass like profanity filters, so you can curse. At least you can set it up that way. And I have my thing set up so that VIPs get to bypass profanity filters, a bunch of other stuff. But it basically just says like this person is special in this stream. Bro, I do that without VIP. Maybe I don't have profanity filters. VIPs gets to bypass a lot of auto mod stuff because it's like you trust them. They've been around for a long time. You trust them. They're somebody important to the channel. I think I currently have 3 VIPs. I think it's I think Davidia's VIP, Sad Compositions is VIP, and I think Renoxy is VIP. Yeah. Yeah, I'm holding on to my VIPs. I'm not just handing them out willy-nilly. I'm going to keep them special. People got to save up a shitload of points, which means they've been here for a shit long time, or they got to be somebody who's actually like a friend IRL. I should VIP freaking Komodo now that I think about it. My real life friend Komodo Geo in here in chat, and I don't even have him VIP'd. But then I should do Take as well, and probably Einhander, but Einhander doesn't come around much. That's the thing. I got like real life friends who don't actually come to my streams, so. Do I VIP them or not? I'd feel bad not doing it, but also like they ain't here. They don't need that VIP. I wasn't even named in the top 3. What do you mean you weren't? The first 3 I named were people who are currently VIP'd. Those are people who are currently VIP'd. Like I think Sad was the first one that I VIP'd because I forgot that I had VIPs, and then Sad actually bought me something off my throne. He's the first and only person to buy me something off my throne, which I was not expecting. I've been using my throne as like a wish list for like, this is the next thing that I'm getting to improve my stream. And he went on there and he bought a boom arm for my mic so that I didn't have to keep setting my mic on my desk. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. I was like, I'm a VIP, my dude. Because like I didn't know how to thank. I was so awkward. I didn't know how to thank somebody for like buying a thing for me. I'm a terrible gift receiver because I don't know how to thank people. I'm just like, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm autistic. Thank you. What do you mean too late now? Too late now. Yeah, probably they'll feel special. Yeah. I don't know how many VIPs I get, but yep. So it's bribery that'll get me to VIP. Well, with you, it's like you're my friend. So if you were to buy me something, I'd just be like, dude, thank you. But also like, bro, like let's just play Raft or something. You don't got to buy me shit. I appreciate you regardless of if you buy me shit. Having somebody that I knew Sad a little bit. I'd been to his streams a little bit, and he had been here a little bit, and we had talked a little bit, but I didn't know him that well. And then he went and bought me a thing, and I'm like, I don't know how to thank you, so I'm gonna VIP you. I'll save up to feel special. You'll get there, definitely. Will you stream later today? No, I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna put this card in and I'm gonna play with it. I'm gonna like, there's a MSI. Oh, I forget MSI 4. No, the MSI like UI for controlling your graphics card settings and all that. I'm gonna be like messing with that, setting this thing up, all that good stuff, and then. If I get it set up in time, if there's enough night left after I get it all set up, I'm probably going to like play something. I just need to see. I want to just play something and turn up the graphics, you know, not all the way, but I got to see. I haven't had a quote unquote top of the line PC since like 2010, 2011 when I built my first PC. That was the first time that I ever bought like top end stuff. And then since then, every PC I've ever built has been like, I just tried to save money and get what will pass. And that works until you start trying to stream Cyberpunk and you realize that your frame rate is abysmal and that you can't stream Cyberpunk. And it's like, well, do I just want to limit myself on what I stream, or do I want to upgrade so that I can stream and play games that I want to play? And it comes at a perfect time too. Not only is Starfield coming out, but DLC for Cyberpunk is coming out. I'll have a GPU that can play Cyberpunk. The DLC comes with a bunch of free updates. A bunch of updates that drastically change the game, whether you buy the DLC or not, plus all the DLC stuff, which I'm going to get. and I will now have a GPU that can stream Cyberpunk. So I will get to do a full, and I also like am very close on my current save file to finishing the game 100%. So I'll finish the game 100%. All this new shit will be added, and I'll get to immediately re-roll a new character, and then I'll stream that new character. I'll stream a whole new playthrough of Cyberpunk with all the DLC. Yeah. And the new level cap of 60 instead of 50. Observation duty stream Wednesday, please. We'll see. I'm still working on the Moai head in Minecraft. I got a lot to do. I also need to start a pacifist route in Undertale, and then before Halloween, I need to get ready to stream Five Nights at Freddy's. Because I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday. I think I talked to people on the Discord and asked what the fuck a Five Nights at Freddy's was and why I should play it, and got the whole fandom out in force telling me all about that game, and I'll probably give it a shot. Enough people have told me that I should play it, so I will certainly give it a shot for Halloween. But yeah, before that, finish the Moai head, Undertale pacifist route, plus Starfield and Cyberpunk mixed in there. I might have to start streaming 4 times a week. I haven't been doing edits on my VODs or shorts recently, so fuck it. Might as well just keep streaming, right? I like making shorts. There's a lot of validate, but I don't have time anymore since I don't work from home anymore. It's in office every day now, 5 days a week. So I don't feel like I have time to make shorts. And if I'm not making shorts, I'm definitely not editing highlights. But I like to play a game, and like with the Undertale one, it's like if I'm playing one game beginning to end, I can do highlight edits of that. If you check my YouTube, I have highlight VODs of my Undertale playthrough so far. I didn't do the last part yet, but bro, I beat night 5. 6 is just AIDS. I don't know what any of that means, but I will find out for sure. But I have to go to the bathroom, and I'm excited about this thing, and I hate to leave you guys. I appreciate you all coming here so much. I will be back Wednesday. I'll be back Friday. I'm going to try and regularly work in a stream early on the weekends because there's a lot of people who are EU time zones, and this time does not work well for EU stuff. You really don't know FNAF? I really do not know FNAF. I've like watched videos of Markiplier playing it, and I'm still like, I don't exactly know what the point of this game is. I don't know what he's doing. He's going from like point A to point B, but I don't know why. I don't know. Is he trying to escape? I'm like, and each game is different. So I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I'll drink some water. I'm trying to talk, but I'll drink some water. Okay, I drank some water. Thank you for the reminder. Um, yeah, I'm like, I don't know what type of game this is. I don't know who do you play as, and I was like, aren't these machines just haunted machines? I'm also so perplexed by like, why are people obsessed with this game? Yeah, they were explaining it to me in members. They were like, basically you're a night security guard, and like all the past security guards either ran away or went missing, and so you're just like the new guy hired on the job. And I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense, and that's a very normal like horror setup. I understand the setup now. I know why this game exists, because you're a security guard supposed to be doing security guard stuff. I got it. Then I was like, what? You just keep coming back despite that they're trying to murder you, and it's, I guess, like it takes 6 nights or 5 nights or something before you realize, yes, they actually are trying to kill me. I need to fucking leave. I don't know. I'll find out more. I learned a lot without getting any spoilers, and I'm like, okay, maybe this is a game that I can play. And then they were talking about all the secrets in the game, and I was like, I kind of want to find all the secrets, but I'll need a lot of help from chat. I'll need you guys in chat to tell me about secrets and secret lore stuff, and we'll educate me on the FNAF fandom. I'm certainly getting educated on Undertale, so it's time I get educated on FNAF. If you survive night 1, why would you go back there? Yeah. Yeah, after night 1, I'd be like, no, those motherfuckers came alive last night. I'm not coming back. Okay, like I said, I appreciate you all being here. I'm sorry to leave. I could rant for a very long time, but it's time to put this thing in its current home, and all of that. I guess let's take a look and see. Let's take a look and see who's out there to raid. Should I raid false? I'm gonna raid false. Yeah, I'm gonna raid false. / raid false ID. Yep, we're raiding false. We are raiding False. Have a good time, everybody. False ID does the VTuber news. If you don't know him already, you should. He talks about everything that's going on Twitter, all the important shit, all the drama, all the debuts, all that stuff, along with co-hosts Lady, Cody, and Heidi. The YouTube channel is where it's at. His videos literally get like 200,000 views, and it's the place that you go if you want to know what the fuck are VTubers doing lately. That's where you find out. And funny guy. He's got a great voice, great newscaster voice. Enjoy False ID if you have not ever heard of him before. Here we go.